In this video, I'm gonna show you how to create HTTP interceptor and add the HTTP interceptor to every request. First of all, I need to create a new file in app directory. I'm gonna create a new interceptor token.interceptor.ts. The name of the class is token interceptor. This class will be injectable. It is similar to services. Now I'm going to implement the HTTP interceptor interface. This HTTP interceptor has intercept method. This intercept method will take two arguments, request object. You must override this intercept method. And data type of this request is HTTP request. I'm going to use any here. And the second argument will be HTTP handler. This intercept method always returns observable. Basically, it will transform the HTTP request to observable. And the observable, the data type will be HTTP event. Now here we need to add behavior to request. You can add property or set header for the request object. It is similar to Express middleware. You can add any property, request.user, request.logged-in-user. Let me show you how can you do it. If you want to add any property to request, first of all you need to clone the request because it is immutable. You cannot add property directly. Now I need to return the handler. It is similar to next method, which is the same express next method. This next method will call the next HTTP interceptor. Please go to the next HTTP interceptor. Next.handle. Here I need to pass the transform request object. We have successfully created an interceptor. Now I'm going to provide the interceptor to app module. I'm going to use object here and provide the HTTP interceptors and class name, the name of the interceptor, token interceptor, and multi is equals to true. It means we can add multiple HTTP interceptors. Let me go to the browser and go to localhost 42,000. You can see that it has successfully logged all the users. Now I'm gonna customize the request. I'm gonna add header here. If you want to add header, you need to use set header property. It will be object. Here I'm gonna add the header, authorization, and the syntax will be BEAR barriers. I'm gonna add this .token. You can get this token from local storage or current logged in user. I'm gonna create the manually some dummy token. Token, the data type of token is string. Let me save the application. Send the request from the browser. Now I'm gonna go to the network tab. You can see that authorization header has been added successfully. It means this header will be added to every HTTP request. Now I'm gonna add some behavior. If something went wrong, if 401 came from the server, how will you respond it? I'm going to use do operator. Here it will accept HTTP event. If event instance of HTTP response now I can log the message. It means HTTP request has been successfully executed. Console log. I'm gonna log the date. New date dot to date string. If something went wrong, if 401 came from the server, how can you handle it? If error instance of HTTP error response, if error dot status is equals to 401, it means user has not authenticated. You can log the errors. You can navigate to the user to login route. Navigate the user to login route, or you can also remove the token from the local storage. It all depends on your application, on your requirements. Remove the token from the local storage. Let me save the application. Now I'm gonna go to the local host 42,000. There is a problem. How can you fix this problem? I think I have imported the HTTP response from the Selenium driver. I don't need to do it. I need to import the HTTP response from Angular common/HTTP module. Now you can see that it has successfully logged the date. You will also see the authorization header in the request headers. Here is the authorization header. In this way you can add HTTP interceptors. You can also add multiple HTTP interceptors.